Let's talk about the best time to buy mining rigs. Mining rigs are incredible. You earn passive income. They're your robotic employees, earning money, earning crypto 24/7, 365. It is a true opportunity to achieve financial freedom, but it's hard to get miners if the demand is high. And there's something very interesting about hash rate that I'm going to explain in this video that, well, to be honest, if you like mining or you've been thinking about it or you just even enjoy the content about mining, it should pique your interest. My name is Vosker on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I mine many different currencies, including Dogecoin, because I have the cutest Doge in the world. She is on every Dogecoin you've ever seen. That's Tails. Just kidding, I can't take that full tribute there. But she is our resident Sheeb and Doge. Make sure to slap that subscribe button. Let's jump into another crypto video. Mining anything over the last year, even 2 years, has been pretty crazy. Several years ago in the crypto bear market, you could buy miners for oftentimes free, right? You could be like, oh yeah, I'll take that S9, I'll buy the power supply for 30-40 bucks and you give me the whole miner for free. Same thing was happening with the L3 Plus. Then the bull market hit and these miners are selling for over $1,000 and earning interesting returns. And that's an example of buying hardware low and you could have sold it high or mined that entire time. Your coins in retrospect become more valuable. They're profitable at that time as well. That's why that demand is up. It's very interesting, just economics at play here. But there's something that a lot of people may not know or realize. So it takes a while to build out a mining farm. I am astonished on top of that how long it's taken us to build out our solar powered mining farm, which I'll talk about that in another video. There's good news and there's more bad news, but there's good news and there hasn't been good news recently, so I got that going for me, right? But the key thing here is that it takes months to get mining hardware because people buy it out and buy it out and buy it out and say like Bitmain, a huge ASIC, an application-specific integrated circuit miner producer, these purpose-built machines, custom computers, all they do is mine one specific crypto, right? And there's other crypto miners, and we'll talk about them here shortly. But ASIC miners are huge, literally and figuratively. Bitcoin is ASIC mine, for example. But these companies are selling out their miners for months, right? And then it takes you months, really more like half a year, to get a mining farm operational. That's if things go well and you don't hit any kind of hurdles. Whenever the good old government gets involved, things just get worse and more expensive. But there's a key note on that because that lag means the hash rate lags. So like if we hit an all-time high hash rate in today on say Bitcoin, and there's been a lot of bullish action over the last several months, there's much more hash rate coming soon, even if we continue to trend down a bit on price. You look at the previous market cycle and you'll see it here is that, coins hit all-time high prices, but then their hash rate continues to go up and up and up and up for several months. And then if prices continue down, then there's this huge squeeze and there's this catastrophic just downtrend in the hash rate, where you'll see huge corrections and a lot of just capitulation. But one thing I'm trying to say in this video is that miner prices lag behind coin prices. So let's say we go in a bear market for a couple years and it sucks, right? And then things start going up and up and up. Miner prices are going to lag behind that coin price, right? So there's definitely like this lapse where you can still buy pretty cheap hardware, even though things are starting to increase. At the absolute top of the market, people are paying highest dollar for mining hardware. They're doing everything they can to get their hardware operational. People are turning on older hardware that maybe wasn't profitable, but now it is profitable due to coin prices, or it's just more interesting, or just 25 different reasons why. If Bitcoin is more valuable than if Bitcoin hits an all-time high, so it's more valuable than ever before, then there is more Bitcoin to be mined in dollars today than ever before, not accounting for Bitcoin halvings and things like that. I think one of the biggest lessons that's kind of reoccurring here is if you believe in a cryptocurrency at all and you think it'll pump eventually again at all, it makes sense to mine that coin and hodl it up and just wait for that pump, right? So even if you didn't sell the all-time high for Bitcoin in the 2017, 2018 market cycle, right? So you mine Bitcoin, you hold it all the way up to 20. Well, guess what? 20 grand for Bitcoin looks really cheap by today, and that looks like an incredible discount compared to Bitcoin at its all-time high that it hit after that, right? And the same goes for Ethereum, and the same goes for Dogecoin. And I guess kind of Litecoin. Litecoin's a pretty stagnant one. Never really been a big fan long-term of holding that coin. I think the usability for Litecoin is good, right? But is that really just due to lower use? It's less congested, right? It's like, okay, this road kind of sucks, but no one's on it, so I can dodge all the potholes. Whereas, everybody wants to be on Bitcoin 95, interstate, Bitcoin interstate. But, well, now everyone's here, and you have to take the easy pass if you don't want to be in a parking lot on a highway. It's not really that black and white, but that's kind of a fun way to maybe kind of think about it and visualize it. There's a lot of other ways to mine crypto these days other than just ASIC miners, right? There's obviously GPUs. You can build out GPU mining rigs. GPU mining is still profitable, right? But Ethereum is also still mineable, and an absolute ton of that profitability is derived from Ethereum, and that is not going to be the case. Eventually, the developers are working very hard to make that a reality, for better and really just for worse. There's exciting new developments in mining, like helium mining. I absolutely love helium mining. It's so fun. It's so refreshing. These little miners don't make any noise. They're very profitable. They easy to set up. They're cheap, right? For $500 you get the miner. And I'm not even here to talk about profitability, but most of my miners have broken even very quickly. And I say very quickly, I'm talking a couple months. Dollar for dollar for what you pay and what they earn, they are the best miner that you can buy this year. None of the helium mining manufacturers pay me for saying that. Actually, I've spoken the truth, and a couple want to sue me.
Oh man. Oh God. Oh man.
Okay, kind of legal threats. That's a lot of fun. Go float yourself. I'll see you in court. Bobcat Miner 300, absolute best one to buy. The only one we recommend. They do the best job. They make the most. They ship the most. Period. That's it. That's the pitch. And so if you watch this and you want a miner, personally, I think the best miner you can buy is a helium miner. After that, I think the best miner you can buy, if you're long-term focused, you're not one of those get rich overnight TikTok moon boys, then a Bitcoin miner. Right? Get a Bitcoin miner. It's really cool if you set it up in your house. There's a lot of services we've talked about, like Compass, that'll help get you situated with co-location facilities, things like that. But I mean, come on, get back to your roots. Get your one CPU, one vote on. You get your Satoshi on. Set this miner up in your house. Oh, it's too loud. It's too annoying. Okay, well then build a shed in your yard and make a little mini mining farm. Be a digital pioneer. This is so cool. This is so fun. This is so exciting. And above all, it's profitable, right? How much fun can you have doing a hobby that hopefully, you got to get into the hobby if you really want to be easily successful. That's a good term. We'll run with that. If you want to be easily successful and you can find true passion in crypto and especially like mining, right? You mine, you're going to make money long term. I mean, look, it's not financial advice. Nothing's guaranteed, but look at the past year over year over year over year, right? Basically, if anyone could go back in time and mine crypto, they'd be doing it, right? Especially Bitcoin, but they can't. But guess what? Today's the present, and tomorrow that will be the past. Yeah, I went to school. I have a college education. I'm pretty sure I know, even though I dropped out of business school. Tails! Stop that! No! Your dad is working hard! So when it comes to mining, right, the hash rate lags, the prices for hardware lags, but the demand has been so high, and crypto is more popular than ever before. So there's more desire for miners. There's more demand. And obviously we have the whole COVID era, chip shortage, nightmare to get anything, prices for everything going up. That's true. That's a reality. Miner manufacturers, they can't make enough miners. The demand is here. The manufacturing capabilities are here, right? That means they sell out quickly. It opens the door for a lot of scalpers. It kind of, just really sucks. We have a buy-sell trade in our Discord server and also the VoskCoin Talk forum. So join the VoskCoin Discord, join the VoskCoin Talk forum, check out those buy-sell trades. We highly encourage people to give the best deals on hardware if they go to resell, not to scalp, things like that. At the end of the day, it's a free market, right? But there's like a community ethos of just like, hey man, like help your fellow VoskCoiners. We still really need to come up with a cool term for us. And I do hardware sales sometimes, because my mining farm has basically been delayed. I got too much idle gear sitting here. I crypto 24/7, 365. I get a lot of opportunity to buy hardware. I see a lot of deals pop up. We do get some miners sent to us to review, which is a really cool opportunity. But I end up with 500 amps worth of gear, and I can't run all that in my house right now. I think the big thing here is to not jump in too quickly and get scalped on eBay or other places, because it just makes it that much harder to break even. And not everything's about money, but if you pay more, basically once you break even on your gear, it's so much more fun, because it's like, well, this paid off. And I absolutely recommend, it's not financial advice, got to say that though, so let's say you spend $1,000 USD, $1,000 you worked for your job. So mine $1,000 in crypto and just sell it, right? Mine 1,100. Say your electric bill was 100. Sell all $1,100 of crypto, break even, pay your electric bill, and now everything you make is gravy, baby. It's all cash. It's all free money on top. It's the Linus thing. Do you like free money? Right? Yeah, of course you do.
Groovy, baby.
All right, and why not? Right? Do I like a free lunch? Yep. Do I like free money? Sure. Generally speaking, you like free stuff. You're thinking, what's the catch? In this case, well, you got to buy the hardware. You got to learn how to do it, set it up. You got to link up with an exchange. You got to sell the coins. Look, there is a catch. Okay, you got to do stuff. But in all seriousness, you end up with essentially house money on top, right? And at that point, you can start holding and hodling and not worrying, not losing a wink or blink of sleep, whatever the term is. And it's just, you don't feel like financially irresponsible, right? Especially if others are involved in your finances, right? Like, Alexa, Miss Voss, she's beautiful. I love her. I do whatever the hell I want to do though with my money, and that's okay, right? I'm not reckless anymore. And she doesn't chastise me. I buy whatever the hell I want. She buys whatever the hell she wants. That's how it should be in a relationship. But you may not be there yet, or you may have someone, to be honest, that's just simply overbearing. And if they're all up in your financials, if you're like, look, I spent $1,000 on this, and then I made $1,000, now leave me alone with my digital crypto money thing. Okay? I mean, in all seriousness, it gets you in a better spot, for you personally, your personal financials, your mental health, really, because you can really start beating yourself up if you're like, well, I spent all this money and I mined all these coins and it used to be worth this and then it went down and now I can't get it, and the mining hardware is worth a little bit less now too, because the hardware does carry a value as well. It's just mining it's a fun game. It's a game in a way. You can treat it like a game, and it's very fun if you play the game right. But if you overextend yourself, and you don't just kind of look at past performance on things like lagging hash rate, you may buy a miner at the top of the market. Hash rate keeps going up, your profitability goes down, the coin goes down. You over leveraged here. You can just end up frustrated, sad, mad. And really the best thing you could do, it sounds easier, right? And no one really wants to do it when these times come, but like ideally you buy hardware at the bottom of the market, just like you buy coins. And you don't have to sell hardware. Like, with coins, a lot, if you're trying to make money, right, you want to buy low, you want to sell high, that classic thing. With hardware, you can buy low and you can sell it high if you want, but like the real fun and beauty is to buy hardware, pay it off, and just set it and forget about it. Right, I got this hardware forever, for years, and just let it run, let it eat, let them eat, right? And that's why I'm personally building out a solar farm, because with a solar farm, right, I pay off the solar panels, I pay off the miners, I got free energy, I got free miners at that point, right, or paid off. I got paid off or free energy, I got paid off miners. I will be making crypto money for free eventually. How freaking cool is that? That's the true dream. I don't know. I'm super thrilled to get that going. Long story short, we've been battling the county over numerous issues, but we're winning. We're winning slowly, but we're winning. And I will refuse to lose. And it's crazy. Land of the free. Yeah, right, buddy. America ain't that free anymore. But look, I've never been to other countries, so maybe you deal with a lot of these issues elsewhere. Maybe there really is nowhere free that's left. Right? We're all just rats in the maze, cogs in the machine. Well, hey, all we can do is just do what we can do. Try to make our own lives better, be happy, enjoy them, try to help other people And there's a lot, honestly, not to sound cheesy, but there is a lot of enjoyment to just you get from helping someone else. Like, someone's clearly freaking down, pick them up, help them out. If you're getting into crypto as a hobby and stuff, maybe drag your buddy in. If he's kind of down, not focused on something, whatever else, drag him in. Maybe he'll fall in love too, and he'll find true passion, and maybe he'll find financial rewards as well. I could say there is a key piece of advice I do have to leave you with as we close out this video, and that's that, on average, VoskCoin subscribers win, right? That is a data point from VoskCoin HQ Research Labs, audited by the FDA, that is the Food and Drew Administration for Crypto Authorities on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I'm done. That sucks. I was trying to make that sucked. I'm sorry.
No! That was terrible, Todd.
Please subscribe. Thanks for watching. We're uploading daily, so hopefully see you tomorrow. Just don't give up. The markets go up, they go down. Don't lose your passion. Don't forget, whatever passion you had at one point, grab it. Don't lose it. Keep the passion, keep the dream alive. You'll have fun. Things will work out. Be bold, but be tactful. That's all I got to say. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Are you looking for a reliable way to trade Bitcoin with up to 100x leverage? It's not financial advice, and this is not an endorsement, but I do want to let you know about Margex, designed by traders, for traders, and they also made today's video possible. But wait, Billy Mays said, yep, there's more. But I'm not done yet. If you join with our link today, you get a $50 bonus that'll wipe out all of your trading fees. And if you deposit over 0.004 BTC or Bitcoin, you'll get an additional $50 bonus. So basically $100 in bonuses available right now. This exchange boasts the combined liquidity of over 12 exchanges, all accessible in one place. And apparently they've even got a vault, because they have bank grade multi-layer security. Is that like a vault behind a vault behind a vault? Oh, and here's what I am actually a huge fan of. No personal details are required. That's what I'm talking about. Not that anyone's doing anything bad, but how about a little bit of right to have some privacy? Another great thing about their exchange is that they focus on transparency. Every bit of information is available to you, from the submission of your order to its execution. You're in total control. Leverage trading is a fun but dangerous game. If you're dealing with 20x leverage and there's a 5% price change, you could profit $100. If you're dealing with spot trading, that's just $5. But make sure you understand the risks involved with leverage trading. I can't give you financial advice, but I can tell you about my personal experience, and that's a simple fact that cryptocurrency truly has changed my life. And crypto trading is a just imperative piece of that, right? If you don't buy coins, well, then you never have an opportunity to sell them at higher prices later, or trade them into other coins, or turn them into hardware, which earns you passive income, mining coins, and all this digital crazy stuff. All I'm saying is just that I love crypto. Learn more about this exchange with the link out in the video description below. Please be advised, there are scammers impersonating us on multiple platforms. I don't want your money, I just want you to smash that subscribe button. Everything in this video is for entertainment purposes only. That means it's not financial advice.